Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. MrAwesomeShawn here. And before I jump into the world of Sonic 3, I figured I'd play this game right here, which is Sonic the Lost Worlds. Now, Sonic the Lost Worlds is a hack of Sonic 2 by ExecByte. If I'm even saying that right, I think it's ExecByte. But this hack features all the zones that was cut from Sonic 2 during development. Some of the zones have been ported from Sonic Simian War prototype, then finished up. I don't know what Sonic Simian War prototype is, but anyway, some of the zones created based off of magazine pictures and information from interviews with people who worked on Sonic 2. Now, the last release of this game was August 26th back in 2009. Geez, so this game was around during like my first year of college, so that's crazy. But anyway, this zone right here we're playing is called Dust Hill Zone. You probably read that by the title, but yep, it's just your standard basic desert level within the Sonic universe. This would have been actually nice to see within the Sonic 2 universe, but you know, sometimes they cut the game from, you know, time restraint. They want to have a game out by a certain amount of time, and with that they cut stuff off. Like, basically they just cut off stuff, and it's kind of a hassle and kind of a sad thing to see. One example of that is like Wind Waker. They were supposed to have more dungeons than what it currently is. So because I know one of the when you're getting the jewels, like the Den Fire and all that stuff, one of them, the fish just give it to you, and the others you had to pretty much do from a dungeon perspective. So yeah, I just don't like it when developers put themselves on time restraint. That way, if they didn't, then they can work on the game how they want to, polish up more stuff if they need to, and do all that. One bad example of time restraint is Sonic 06. That game was time restrained as hell. I believe so. Because of Microsoft, I think, wanted the game out a certain amount of time, and you know, that game was being rushed and unfinished, and it goes down in the history hall of shame. So anyway, Sonic 2 was gonna have a past and present thing, like Sonic CD, and that would have been fine. I would have been okay with that, actually. I don't see what's wrong with generating more of that, and I probably should get into playing Sonic CD. I'm jumping all over in the Sonic universe, you know, but the next game I will play is going to be Sonic 3. It'll be a hack of Sonic 3, so we'll see how we, you know, get into that, and I hope you folks will enjoy that when I eventually post it up. Don't know when I'm gonna do that. I might just do it after this while I'm in the Sonic playing mood as is. So yeah, how are you folks doing today? I'm doing fine. I'm actually pretty tired because it's late at night. Yep, the late night chronicles continues, but you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do, y'all. So yeah, I hope you folks are having a great day so far. Me, I'm having a good night, since I am recording late, like I stated. So yeah, I'm having a pretty good night so far. My sleeping schedule kind of inverted once again. It goes back and forth with me, folks. Sometimes I stay up all day and then get a good night rest, and then most of the time I you know, sleep during the day and then be up all night like a night owl. That is my true nature, being a night owl, considering the fact that I was born at night. So yeah, I guess that's my trait. But yeah, but I wouldn't recommend working at a store at nighttime. That's especially like a convenience store. That stuff's dangerous, folks. Especially like if, okay, here's my thing with working at night with a convenience store. It's cool if you have another person with you. If you don't have another person in there with you and you're working at night, that stuff's dangerous. You never know what can happen. So, you know, if you do have a night job, I'd rather you have a night job with other people, you know? But I'm just speaking from experience because I did work at a convenience store at night, the 11 to 7 shift. Sometimes it was like 11 to 8, but it was 11 to 7, and it was at night, so Yeah, and I was working on this shady part of town. So every town I think has a shady part. But with that, folks, we are already done with Desert Hill, and now we're at Rock Zone. So not Desert Hill, I'm sorry, Dust Hill Zone, what it was called. But Rock Zone, if you can't tell, the music is Mystic Cave Player 2 music, which isn't bad, but I prefer the original Misty Cave. I don't know. Man, Sonic 2 soundtrack was just funky. It was filled with great pieces of music. I don't really have to explain that. If you want my opinions on the music, go watch my Sonic 2 Classic Heroes edition playthrough, and then you'll get like I think I explained how I love the music on that. It's just Sonic 2 goodness music, man. The composers really did their job. And just a couple of days ago, at the time of this recording, I just watched the it was like the documentary of Sonic 2 and how it was made and all that good stuff. So I recommend you folks check that out. And the reason I might sound like I'm whispering, and if I am, I want to apologize for that. There's other people in the house, so I don't want to wake them up and disturb them. But yeah, this game, it's hard as balls, as I mentioned before, because number one, there are unnecessary badniks everywhere. Yeah, it really is. Unnecessary badness everywhere. So, like, one of the first enemies I ran into during Dust Hill Zone was a freaking shell cracker. And those enemies are all over Metropolis Zone. Everybody hates them, just about. So, yeah, this game is unbalanced as... It's really unbalanced, folks. And like I stated before, play this only if you're curious about what levels will cut from Sonic 2. Only if you're curious. Otherwise, stay away from this game, folks. It's really, stay away from this game. Because like I stated before, it is hard. Because people are, I guess, because of they're going off of, images and pictures, you had to pretty much put, and by they, I mean the developers had to put basically their own enemies and stuff into the game, and yeah, I think they went a little overboard when it came to enemy placements, but that's just me. So yeah, so anyway, Rock Zone, this place might hurt the eyes and you might get confused on where certain things are, like platforms and stuff, but this zone isn't as hard as the previous Dust Hill Zone. Dust Hill wasn't really hard, it was just monotonous, but oh man, the next few zones that are coming up, they're going to be a pain in the butt because, like I stated before, enemy placement is just too much in this game. So yeah, you may or may not enjoy it. We'll see. It's totally up to you. But let me know in the comments if this game was, if you play it for yourself, that is, if this game was too curious. I want to say not curious, but just overboard with the enemy placement. But yeah, Rock Zone, it's okay. Rocky areas and whatnot. I remember playing this game a while back. And also, like I stated, I might have stated this before, but I'm thankful for starting this channel because it gets me to play games I haven't played in a while and to give my certain views and aspects on it. I mean, playing a game, in silent by yourself, and you really can't get your thoughts out. I mean, you may think, yeah, man, whatever, but when you're playing it and you're putting it out there online, you really want to give people what you really think about the game that you're playing. So it can be anything that you're playing, and I think that's what let's play channels are cool about. They play a game that they like to play, whether the viewer agrees with it or not, and then they get to give their opinions on the game. What was good about the game, what was bad about the game, what wowed them about the game, what frustrated them about the game, and so on and so forth. And yeah, I was really stuck between a hard place there, but I'm not going to give excuse for that death. So anyway, if it sounds like my voice is panning in and out, I do have the fan on, and I do have my headset. So that might be the reason why my voice might be panning in and out. It's hot in this room, so I'm not gonna be sweating profusely and fiercely, you know. When I'm recording, I like to be comfortable, so yeah, so I'm keeping that fan on because it's summertime and it's hot as balls. And oh man, this weather, man, the state I'm in, like the actual state, um which is Florida. Florida gets unbearably hot. We get unnecessary amount of mosquitoes and flies, and I think they're battling for human flesh. Even though I don't, flies don't really bite humans, or I think there is some type of fly that bites humans. I think they're horse flies, but you know, regular flies don't go after human flesh, or at least I don't think so. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think they are reigning supreme battle. I think don't flies eat mosquitoes, or I don't know if flies actually. That was a rumor going around a while ago. I think that flies, you know, eat mosquitoes, but that was just a while ago. I think flies will eat anything as long as it contains substance. But oh man, I actually it was weird because I actually watched a little because I was watching a video on YouTube on how to get rid of flies, and they was just showing like what flies see in their vision, and everything is like slow-mo to them because they're moving so fast, and it was just weird. I don't know why I actually watched that. Oh man, I'm a weird guy and I watch weird stuff. I'll let you know that for a fact. Oh man, even my friends say I'm weird. I don't know, I don't let that bother me. I've been called weird forever, so you know, people call me weird. I don't pay it no mind. You see the arguments, folks, that me and the co-hosts have back and forth, insulting each other, calling each other names. Man, we've been doing that for like the past 10 years or so. That's nothing really new. Just the round of insults. Although, like, I didn't really insult him when I first like met him for like the first 2-3 years or so. It's just like after that, man, I just got tired of this dude calling me names, so I just started calling him names back, and it's just insane. The special stage, the reason I'm not showing it off because it's nothing special. We've seen the special stages before. They're really nothing special, so yeah, that's why I'm really not showing it off. And then for this, robotic battles are nothing new either, so you know, you take them out the same way that you have during Sonic 2. So it's a shame that they didn't put in any new boss battle strategies or whatnot. But yeah, folks, that's gonna do it for this part. So in the next part, join me for part 2 of Sonic the Hedgehog: The Lost Worlds. Until then, see you, folks.